Hi guys, this is Holiday Inflatable Fanatic, and today we're going to be doing, well, an unboxing, review, and inflation on the holiday time 6-foot North Pole scene with polar bears stuck to the pole. This was, I believe, sold at Walmart. Considering it is holiday time, it has $68, but I could be completely wrong. I think it's hard to remember what all the names is for each retailer. Can get kind of confusing after a while, but I'm pretty sure it's Walmart, as I said. But yeah, so this one is new in box. The tape is cut on it, but I don't think it was ever taken out of the box, but we'll figure it out right now. So yeah, let's get to opening it. This box has the little like flap. I know that it's a lot of the like 11 boxes have that type of, I guess, flap at the top. Alrighty, here's the inflatable itself. So as you guys can kind of see, I mean, the inflatable looks pretty much brand new. Take it out. The instructions are at the bottom, so maybe it was inflated once. But I actually don't see the tether tab, which it's probably somewhere, but let me cut the clip. If I find it, I'll let you guys know. And yeah, we'll get to inflating it any second. Alright guys, so here it is fully inflated. And I have to say, this thing is actually not bad. I did love it when I first saw the box of it, but now that it's actually fully inflated, it's a good scene. And it's definitely very Christmassy with all the colors. And, I mean, I'm a sucker for anything with the snow base at the bottom, so that really makes me like it too. However, I will say that this thing inflates horrendously. It does have a 1-inch blade slow starter, so that's the reason for that. I checked the fabric all over the place. The fabric's actually perfect on this thing. It's really just the fan that it has. It needs definitely an 80 or a 2-inch blade slow starter to, you know, really puff it up. Especially since it has a lot of elements that are very skinny to it, like that pole. Pole is super, super skinny. It's not even a foot wide. You know, they don't even make jack that skinny. So, yeah, it definitely needs a little bit of an extra boost. But without further ado, let's take a look at this thing close up. My favorite part about this thing is the pole, because I love all the little, like, I guess, icicles that they added onto it and the snow details. They have that all stitched along there, same here. And this, they actually individually stitched all up and down, which is really, really, what's it called, impressive, because that's a lot of work. And, you know, today that stuff would have just been screen printed on. So the fact that it's actually stitched on, I really appreciate. The North Pole sign, I wish it had a light in it. There's only one light in the North Pole sign itself, and it's right there. And I can actually see that stitched the little string for it right there because it's pulling a little bit. But I would have liked one at least in the North Pole sign or at the very top of it. I don't know, I feel like that's where it needs... That's where most of the light should have been put, inside that pole, rather than in the characters. The polar bear has its tongue stuck to the pole, and it's not actually, I mean, it's sewed onto the inflatable, but it's not like it gets air from the pole at all. The polar bear's face is pretty good. I love all the little, the shape that they gave his face, with the cheeks puffing out and everything like that. Looks really, really nice. And I like the fact that his hands are flung back like that, as if he's like trying to pull himself back. Yeah, they definitely put a lot of detail into his pose, or I guess posture that he is, to really, you know, give the inflatable action, although there's no actual animation to it. The polar bear has a zipper on his back, and are there any tether loops on here? I don't see any. Actually didn't take a look for tether loops yet on this inflatable, and now that I say it, I really don't see any, so we'll investigate that in a minute. But yeah, the polar bear is really cool. He has 2 lights in him, one in his head, one in his body. I would rather that one in the body be in the pole, but it still lights him up nice. Got the elf over here. Nothing too special about the elf. You know, he's laughing at the polar bear for getting his tongue stuck on the pole. He has light in him in his lower body. His hands are stitched to show his fingers. I appreciate when they do stuff like that. I think his hat is being pulled in. Have to redo that. You know, pull the little pom-pom out in a second. Then you got Santa Claus. And Santa Claus is not my favorite on this one. Considering his eyes look a little weird. If you know what I mean? I don't know, but he's still good, and he actually plays a pretty good Santa. He has a light in his head. And of course, Santa looks like Santa. He has his classic suit on. And then you got the snow base at the bottom. The snow base plays pretty good. And there's like a little like pedestal almost right by the elf. And I think that helps prop up the front a little bit, just so the characters aren't leaning forward at all. And I do see a tether right here, another tether over there, and I believe there should be another two at the back. Yep, one here, one there, and then you got the tag right over here. But yeah, I did see the snake pack. It does have strings in it, or at least I thought it did. Oh no, it does. Oh wait, no, yeah, it does have tethers in it. So I don't really know what the purpose of this stack was, because there are no tether loops on this guy at all. Well, I mean besides the base ones, but there's nothing to attach actual tethers to. So that's pretty interesting actually. I wonder what their intention was for the string, or if maybe this one just was I don't know, factory error, never got tether loops. I'm not entirely sure. But all in all, it's a pretty cool piece. As I said, I like the colors on it, the scene. It's definitely, you know, a comical scene. It's not really anything too serious or too classic Christmas. It's one to make someone laugh when they walk by it. And I mean, really, besides the poor inflation, this thing is pretty awesome. It's definitely a nice piece if you're looking for something, as I said, with a comical, you know, funny touch to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this inflatable in the comments, because I don't know how the community feels about this piece. And also let me know if you know what those tethers go to, and maybe if there's a spot where they're supposed to be attached that I'm just missing or not comprehending. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and see you then.